Hello guys, welcome back to Proper Chaps Proper Chat. Today we are subject talking with specifically spit it out. We're specifically talking about The Social Dilemma, which is a
documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, it's like a drama documentary. It's like a documentary within a documentary. Basically, if you haven't seen it, watch it. We're going to sort of break it down a little bit, and we're also joined with a guest who goes by the name of Stephen. And say hello, Steve.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Steve.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah. So Stephen is a good friend of ours. He was on our other podcast series that I think has now been removed.
Yes.
Why did you remove it?
It was costing us money, and I don't have any. Plain and simple. It's there, like it's all backed up and stuff. It just needs to be put back on. But we're still getting a steady trickle of listeners. But 18 quid a month for it to sit there when we're not adding to it was a bit steep when I haven't got a job.
£18 a month.
You can get
cheaper ones, but
yeah.
But
anyway, so Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your name? Where did you come from?
Well, what do you want to know?
Anything.
Well, obviously we grew up together on the streets of Long Stanton.
Yeah.
Good
Ghetto.
Yeah, proper ghetto.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
The place where humans shit in the street.
Yeah.
Playing football under lampposts
getting
at
stoned,
night.
getting drunk,
Yeah.
enjoying ourselves, being chased off with an air rifle on the golf course.
I can't believe the golf course now though.
Oh no, it's just houses,
crazy.
isn't it?
It's crazy. I went down there the other week to look at, the lake I used to fish down there.
Was it not there anymore?
It's there, but it's been drained, mate. It's crazy.
Fish is still there.
Yeah, fish are just flapping on the silt like, oh.
Is it actually?
It's been
I want to
drained.
go now. I've not been to the golf. There's a golf course. Is it? Does it even
It's
look
just
like,
it's just literally houses, mate.
what, even round the golf course?
Yeah.
There's houses around there.
We'll go there later.
Mate,
What time does a kid get back?
She finishes school at 3.
Have you got her after that?
No, I don't today.
Wonderful. Here we go down there later after my interview.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't been down there for ages.
Anyway,
My kids with our grandparents. So
And now I live in Newmarket, and yeah,
so what do you do for a living?
I'm a forestry contractor.
he cuts
That's
down
how-
trees.
Yeah, cut down trees that get sent off to make cricket.
I've got an interview next week, 7:30 in the morning. I know,
7:30 for an interview.
And it's a refuge loader. It's just a bin man.
Yeah, that's good money.
It's
mate.
fucking good money, yeah. From
How
what
much
I've
is
heard,
And
anyway.
it'll
I
get
reckon
you
it'll
fit.
be like 35 grand, 30 grand.
I don't think it'll be 35.
You'll be surprised.
Work for the
Google
county.
Google it, fact check it.
Fact check. Yeah. So Steve, what were you saying you do there?
Basically, we just do like forestry work, but at the minute our main focus is cutting down cricket bat willows that get sent off to make cricket bats.
That sounds pretty fucking cool.
It is cool. Mate.
Expand on it.
Expand on it. There's nothing to expand.
So what's the process then? So you get
All we do is basically go to different locations around the country, and just cut down the willow trees. They get transported back to a yard in Essex, and then there they make the clefts for cricket bats, and then they
What's
get
a clef? I thought a clef was when you had one of them dodgy.
You're horrible fucker.
No, that's what I thought a clef was.
No, a clef. It's just like an unfinished cricket bat without like the handle. It's just the shape of a cricket bat.
Well, it's just a piece of wood.
Yeah,
Piece of willow.
yeah, and then it gets sent off to like all around the country, all around the world, and it gets made into actual cricket bats.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there some of the how much of it do you think is?
The company we subcontract for, they probably 85% of the world's cricket bats.
That's fucking mental, mate.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. So you've probably chopped down a cricket bat used for like world cricket. Basically.
Yeah.
You've probably something you've chopped down has probably featured on TV.
Yeah, most likely.
You're an animal.
Do you consider yourself a murderer?
I'll
let
Anywhere between 25 and 35 grand a year. It's alright.
And
We're walking around
and
picking bins up.
Sundays you finish at like
12.
10, 11, 12. Yeah. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3!
Other days, maybe half past one of those hours.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
depends.
no, I guess it would be pretty. It give you a lot of free time. You
Yeah.
can do it, you can, yeah.
I've taken a job at a well-known supermarket in the UK, but the pay is shot. Well, I think we talked about it last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did.
But I had the interview, but I got that job, so that's all
Where's
right,
that?
and
Who
I've
is that
taken
with?
it. Morrison's?
Oh yeah, what's that, delivery driver?
No, just in produce, like sort of the fruit and veg and stuff.
It
Their
measure,
market
basically,
street
he
stuff.
has to measure the cucumbers and make sure that
Make sure they're put down the right aisles.
yeah, because if they're too thick, they have to go down the sex toy aisle.
Yeah.
They get made into a mould, and then sometimes they get turned into like titanium.
They can turn into mould as well.
Yeah, I know.
If you leave it
I
long
thought
enough.
you
yeah.
do drinks and food anyway. to start
Yeah,
with.
but that's
Yeah, we're going to.
Fuck,
Fucking
mate.
hell, shut your mouth.
Fucking guests crawling the roost. What are you doing, boys?
Yeah.
This isn't how you do it.
But yeah, I've got that job, but the pay's not great. It's £9.30 an hour, and it's a 26-week probation, and then after that it goes to £9.70.
Just go there and fuck around.
No, you can't do that. No, because
Just go down there and start moving things around. Like put the
Start gaslighting people.
tin tomatoes in the freezer.
I swear we just had a delivery of Sprouts. No, mate. No, we definitely didn't. Oh, sure.
But
No.
it's, for me to earn a comfortable wage, I'd have to work 65 hours a week.
We'll do it then.
My contract is 37 hours a week,
So
so
you'd
I
be
need
like,
to try and
right,
get.
right.
I need to try and get overtime when it comes up.
Basically, you need to do what they do in Four Lions and apply for the job again, but just go in with your face like that.
My IRA voice.
What's your name? Andy. I need a job.
Nights, please.
Yeah.
It can't clash with
Would you
these
do
hours.
nights then?
I originally applied for nights, but ideally you're starting at like 9 o'clock and finishing at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, and for me, like, I would lose all aspects of my social life. Like, doing this would become difficult, and seeing the kids, and I've got to be fucking sleeping during the day, and it just fucks the whole day up. It's all right if you're on, like, you live on your own, not got many friends maybe, or you just that's what you want to do.
So if you finished earlier, if it was like 9 till 3,
Yeah,
that'd be alright.
Yeah, because you'd get home, you'd have a kit till fucking
So what's
9
actually
o'clock,
happening
and you're out.
Yeah.
What's actually happening about that job? Are you gonna
I've taken it.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
I've taken
start tomorrow.
Oh, do you start that tomorrow?
Yeah, I've got my training tomorrow, and then go into my full-time hours. But
Oh,
I'm still
really?
taking interviews, because if someone
Yeah,
turns around to
so-
me and
yeah.
says, "By the way, you can have a job as a refuge collector for 25 grand a year," like, fuck me, that's already a pay rise. So
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And like I
So-
said, you get free rubbish.
At least you're not-
Free rubbish.
At least you're
I can't
taking.
believe someone chucked half a cucumber out.
At least you're taking everything you can at the minute.
Yeah, that's it, mate. I just need to.
It's got masala sauce on it!
Income, mate.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just need to earn as much money as I can, and until this is big enough where we can start.
OnlyFans.
Did you listen to last week's episode?
No, I didn't.
We were talking about me doing an OnlyFans.
Ah, there you go. Just get your
Oh,
feet
the
out
thing
on
is-
there. People are like,
The
You
thing
would.
is, the thing is, if he got, like we were saying, if he put on a Donald Trump mask and then just wore like a thong and did like poses, people would pay for that. For the
yeah, tell you
Yeah,
what.
just to
would.
see it. Yeah.
yeah, that would go viral, and you would probably become a millionaire.
What do you think about Only? Obviously, OnlyFans is good, but
I
they're
think.
basically prostitutes online, isn't they?
No, well, they're sex
Selling their
workers.
photos,
They're
yeah.
sex workers, which is.
They're not even.
I'll
Some
tell you
women
what.
even sex
No,
workers. They
I'll tell you
don't get
what.
their front bums out.
If I was a sexy looking man and I could get paid to jerk off and film myself,
They're
I would do it.
They're no different to
Yeah.
models.
Just don't put your
Exactly.
face in there. Just have.
Just put on a Donald Trump mask.
Yeah, done. But I'm quite pleased this is the way people are getting more free about what they want to earn money about.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, it's like, yeah,
I
fuck
wouldn't
it.
mind
If you
robbing
want
a
to earn
fucking
yourself,
bank, mate.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm getting. People are getting free about earning their money. Fuck it, let's go rob a bank.
legal ways. But like, if they want someone to pay them 10 quid a month and they've got fucking 1,000 people doing it, fair play. Yeah,
exactly.
fair play. That's
Yeah.
up to them. If they want to get their tits out for get paid for it, crack on. I'm not fucking paying for it because all the porn I watch is free. So, but
I think
each their
it's
own.
the people that are popular on there are girls that are actually popular girls that have a lot of are known quite locally. That everyone that they went to school with, college with, have worked with, all want to see their front
And
man.
I've thought about this before as well. I know we're supposed to be talking about this, but we'll get onto that. Is if you go onto social media and you're seeing a girl, you're like, she's dressed real nice, makeup, hair's done nice. You're like, fuck, I'd like to see under that. Like, and then that's your sort of ordinary person, and that's what these people are. And I think that's what some guys want is the ordinary girl, not this fucking porn star that's all
Fat
been
lips.
done up. And it's like people want to go, oh, I've just walked past a bird in Weatherspoons, knowing full well that I can go on the internet and pay £10 a month to see her with a gash out. Not that I'm sexist in any way, men can do that as well.
To be fair, I was
They're backgash.
to be fair, I was scrolling through Instagram and TikTok thing come up. That's basically soft porn as well, isn't it?
Oh mate,
A lot of it is, mate.
Fuck, man.
Loads of little girls twerking, pretty much like that fucking cuties.
cuties. Yeah, we're staying away from that, but I did want to do a podcast on
Yeah,
that
I'd rather
because
not.
What's that?
there's a a Netflix program.
It's a
that
film, isn't it?
It's a documentary, so to speak.
Is it? I thought it was
Yeah.
nice. I'm pretty sure
Is
it's
it
a
a
feature-length film.
I thought it was a documentary,
No, it's a
but
feature-length film.
it's essentially following an 11-year-old group of girls that are twerk competitors. But I was seeing an Australian news program about it that some of the scenes in it are actually classed as paedophilia. So Netflix are literally putting out paedophilia to their millions of users, and there's pictures of like 11-year-old girls getting their tops pulled down or their fucking skirts
Holding
pulled
each
up.
other's bums.
Yeah, it's like hyper-sexualised 11-year-old girls,
That
which is
fucked
And
up.
even
fucking
some of the directors and stuff and the people associated with it.
So why have Netflix put it out there then?
But and the worst thing is they're defending it. But I don't want to talk about it anyway because it's just horrible, negative.
there's so
bullshit.
much online about it, so if people
Yeah.
want to research it, do your research. But that's
Yeah, it's
fucking.
not something I want to go delve
No.
into, but it's
You
fucked up.
can't be putting that sort of thing up on mainstream TV. We've already talked about the, in quotation marks, normalisation of paedophilia through the LGBTQ. Is that right?
Fucking
Community.
weirdos, pretty much, isn't they? Sorry if
No,
You
no,
say that.
no,
Not
I'm
the
talking about-
LGBT,
No,
the
I'm
pedos
talking
are
about the
weirdos.
pedos that are sort of
Yeah.
getting in there and saying, well, actually, it's
Yeah,
just
there
a
was something
sexuality.
trending on Twitter.
It's a map. They're called minor attractive persons because I googled it and because I wanted to know what it was. I was
wanted to
looking.
know that
How do you get away with
I'm in a lot of groups online because I like watching those videos of ordinary
one. You're
people.
digging it. So far.
Ordinary people catching paedophiles,
Yeah,
like
pedo
Stinson
madness.
Hunter.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
I'm in a lot of those groups where you see people,
Turn
this
up at
person
someone's
in
door.
Bradford or this
Yeah.
person in Liverpool,
Yeah.
like they're getting caught, and I'm
This
like,
person
fuck
in
you,
Longstanton.
fuck you. No, but that's what I'm sitting there
Oh,
and
they're
I'm
doing
going,
a live on it. Oh, it's in Cambridge. They're outside my house.
Did you see that?
What's my 11-year-old girlfriend going to say about this?
Oh, what's that one that...
But like, and one of those was a post about these types of people that are trying to make it normal, and
The whole
to me
thing's
it's
fucked
fucking
up.
disgusting.
Pizzagate is fucked up. The Wayfair scandal is fucked up. The whole thing is fucked up.
So
But,
Google it yourselves because we're not going to tell you about it.
no, done. We got onto that through TikTok and things like that. Now they are becoming a problem. But what I like about that is that the majority of people are wising up to it.
They're shunning it.
Yeah.
The thing is as well, who done that WAP video? Wet ass
Wet
pussy.
ass pussy. Yeah.
The thing is,
Cardi
kids
B.
kids watch that,
Cardi
mate, and they
B
want
and
to copy it.
someone else.
How is that some...
How
Megan
did
Thee
that
Stallion.
get to number one in the UK?
But how is that
Because of
someone's
its
role model?
controversy, I think, because I don't think you can find it online. I think you have to pay for it. I'm not too sure, but every time I've seen something about it on Facebook, you've got to pay to see it, which to me is like, that's fuck it, it's
Mate, you
music.
get it on
It's like,
YouTube.
can you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've
Have you not
read
seen the
about
video?
it, and I know what the song's about, and I'm like,
But
the
there's
amount
kids watching
exactly. It's just
Madness.
you couldn't.
What is it? It does stand for Women
What-
Against Prejudice, doesn't it?
No, no, it doesn't. I'm all for just putting out your sexuality and stuff, unless you're a nonce.
Yeah.
But
There's certain things. If
You
it's
can't
illegal,
be putting that. That's
then-
pretty much softcore porn as well, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't
But
think
at least
it's
she's
fair.
not 12. You know what
Yes,
I mean? She's a
that's
full-grown
true.
woman going through a divorce.
Yeah, but there's kids watching that who want to be like her.
Yeah, that's
they
the
are-
that's the
problem.
bad
They're
thing.
idols in quotes.
And that is-
but
yeah.
she shouldn't be an idol, mate. You know what I mean? She should
No.
be a porn star.
She was
Well,
a stripper
yeah,
who
she
used
was-
to drug people and rob them.
Which
Yeah.
was fine by
Apparently,
everyone.
let me just put in there.
Yeah,
Apparently.
everyone was like, who cares if she drugged a few men and stole their wallets?
But then
Well,
when Crosby did it,
yeah, everyone got a bit defensive
different
there.
reaction, weren't it?
Yeah,
Right. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
drinks.
Yeah.
Drinks
So,
and snacks. I see only you've got a snack, Lou, so I'm going to snap my snack in half for young Stephen.
oh, that's cute.
Oh,
What
no.
have you got?
I've got the.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
fucking blind? I've got a tangled thing.
So me and Stephen
Are
have
you
got
sure?
the new,
Oh.
the new
I've never had that.
Kit Kat Chunky cookie dough. I like a Kit Kat Chunky.
Yeah, that,
I haven't bought it.
I like a Kit Kat Chunky. I like the peanut butter one, but this looks good as well.
I like it, Cat Chunky.
Oh, good that.
Is it?
I like it.
But we can't review food by just both of you going, that's good, that. Why is it different? What's so special about it?
Just got cookie dough in it.
Yeah, yeah. No, the cookie dough flavour's really nice. It's a nice thick layer of cookie dough as well. The chocolate's always good. Kit Kat chocolate's always good.
Oh, you can't beat Kit Kat
And the
chunky.
wafer's nice and crisp.
What you need to do, hot cup of tea,
Yeah.
bite both
Yep.
ends off of the
And
Kit
use it
Kat
as a
chunky
straw.
and use it as a straw.
There's
mate.
loads of
Oh.
things you can do that with. Oh, mate. Breakaway's the best.
Baguette,
Yeah,
celery.
You can do it with a straw, actually. Celery. Fucking celery. Just using it as a straw. To be fair, you could probably do that with like a fruit smoothie if you're one of them vegan types.
Yeah.
And just walk around with your celery straw. But no, breakaway is the best for that, 100%. And do you remember the old Echo bars?
Yeah. Mm.
They were the absolute tits.
So my beverage,
Beverage.
What's that? That looks new. We'll get to that. Don't tell me. I've got to put some music in my glass today. Levi Roots of Dragon's Den
I'm
fame.
not happy with Levi Roots.
Why? Because his sauce isn't as good.
No, because he stopped doing his chili con carne sauce.
He did a chili con carne
Oh,
sauce.
mate, it was lovely.
Write to him.
Yeah,
Just be
but-
like, oi, you fucker, where's my chili con carne sauce?
I will knock you out your boots, Mr. Levi Roots. Send him a voice note.
I went for a tropical punch with pineapple and sweet mango. It's like a cheap Rubicon. It's really good.
Is it nice, is it?
How much sugar's it got in it?
Probably loads of it, but I didn't stop at Co-op. I just stopped at the shop in Over, and this was a quick.
Over
where?
Over
What
there.
is it about what is it about corner shops always stocking random well nice drinks?
Because they probably just buy them really cheap, and they just stock it up with that rather than your Dr Peppers and your Dr Peppers and your 7-Ups, which probably cost
But
a
that's
little bit
not a
more to
normal
buy.
one. So what have you got
No,
there,
that
Steve?
looks tasty.
I've got 7-Up free lemon lime cherry flavour.
lemon and lime and cherry.
They're good, aren't they?
That
They are
sounds
good.
Well nice.
Really
Strange.
nice.
I'll try one day.
Yeah, I've just gone for your standard Texas barbecue sauce Pringles, can't go wrong, and a glass of Chardonnay. Because
Can
I'm
we just say
sophisticated.
what time it is?
Yeah, it's quarter past.
No, we can't say that. Thank you very much. Don't make me look like twat. It's 9:30.
No,
It's 7:30 in the morning.
in the morning. No, so how are your Pringles? Describe them. Are they crunchy? Are
Imagine
they nice?
if you
A Pringle.
imagine a slightly curved duck's beak turned into a potato crisp, lightly coated with a seasoning that vaguely reminds you of Texas and barbecue.
I'm gonna try one.
Well, you can say cookie, you fucking fat cunt.
Hey, don't be fattest.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll tell you what, soon that'll be a thing.
It will be,
A
yeah.
beastist.
Yeah, well,
You're
you've
a
got
damn
to be kind to
obesist.
fat people. I've been fat most of my life and people haven't been kind to me. But that should encourage people to lose weight.
they're good.
But it hasn't encouraged me because I like food.
I
So-
fucking love food.
Yeah,
I
so
love food. I'm not overweight.
we've got a guest coming
need to
on the
eat more then.
podcast.
No, I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to be overweight. I only have one large meal when I go to the...
Not two.
You get a side at McDonald's.
Yeah, always. What's your
Triple
McDonald's order?
cheeseburger.
What is your
I haven't had a
McDonald's order?
triple cheeseburger because
Let's just clarify this so we can see, and you've got to be 100% completely honest. What is your standard McDonald's order when you go
Breakfast
to
or
everyone's
main?
Everyone's got a standard.
mine, if it's not the Big Tasty, because
No, that's
it
not
is big and
standard.
tasty.
That's limited
All
menu.
right. Big Mac and a double cheeseburger,
What,
medium, and Diet Coke because I don't like fat Coke.
So as a
That's
meal?
like shit, as a meal.
So you got your chips and you've
Yep.
got it as a medium.
Yes,
Nothing else.
nothing else. I might have one of your mozzarella dippers if you're there because I know you love a mozzarella dipper, but that's about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Large.
How many times do you eat that per day?
7 times. I got McDonald's maybe when I was working. It was probably twice a week because it was lit down the road. It was convenient. I'd take an hour lunch break and sit there and watch shit on my phone. Now,
Bit weird.
once a month, twice a month maybe. Depends on the situation. If I'm not
KFC.
having dinner at half, I fucking love KFC. But
You go a bit more wild with your KFC.
I don't really.
Family bargain bucket.
For me,
I'll have
You've got
a
a family.
party bucket for 2, please. No, if it comes to KFC for me, it's a Wickeds in a Town meal
Yeah.
with 2 extra hot wings. That for me.
No.
Or if I don't go for the extra hot wings, I'll have one of them little flaming wraps because they're fucking delicious as well.
Oh, it's making
Not
me
large.
so I
crazy.
probably for my McDonald's standard McDonald's order, I'll probably get £1/4 a meal.
Double?
Large. No,
Oh, no,
single.
'cause that's
Yeah, get £1/4 a meal, no pickles or onion, with a Coke, large. Then normally get something chicken, so
like
maybe
a selects or nugs.
yeah, a couple of
Those
selects,
spicy
or
nugs
chicken
they
wrap.
did.
Often it's wrap of the day I'll get
a wrap of the day as well.
just the not a meal, just the wrap of the day. And then I'll get anything that's got cheese in it. So it sounds like I'm eating considerably more than you.
Yeah, but what it might be as well is you're constantly on the go at work.
The metabolism.
Your metabolism might be higher. You might have
You've never been
smaller
big,
portions at home.
I've
No,
never
you've
been.
never been big, have
No, I've always been a fucking little rape.
you? Yeah. So
I have a large chicken legend meal with mayonnaise.
chicken legend meal.
Oh mate, it's
What's
so
wrong with
good.
you?
So
They do
Chicken
good.
legend's well nice, man.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
do
proper
so.
thick fillet.
It's just a fillet with some mayo in it.
It's nice though.
And then I have like a double
The
cheese.
salsa one's better.
Do you like the salsa? I like the
yeah.
mixed one. Mixing them together.
Yeah, but you can't do that's not standard fucking order.
You can mix them.
Yeah,
What
you
chili
can.
mayo?
Yeah.
Can I get a mix of the two of them? But don't worry about anything
Just
other than
chop
just the
one in
legend.
half.
I'll just have 2 patties, but I don't want to pay anymore. Can I just have a mix of the mayo and the salsa one, but just take the patty out and put it in? Yeah, that looks fucking dense.
Have you seen that guy? The
Food Review Club.
Yeah,
goes
he's from
around-
Cambridge,
yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
Well, St Ives, I think.
Is
the
he?
Place, yeah.
He goes around reviewing food. all
Anyway,
day.
this is getting a bit shit.
This is actually really nice because we're sitting here having a conversation and Stephen's on his phone,
Yeah.
which dials on Instagram, which actually dials in with exactly what we're going to
exactly
fucking
what
talk
we're
about.
talking about.
So shall we go straight to that
Let's
now?
go
Because
into
I'd
it.
like to.
It's called the social
This,
dilemma.
yeah, the documentary,
I've
The
never heard
Social
of it, so
Dilemma.
enlighten me.
It's
It's-
only been out about a week.
It's about how tech companies make apps addictive on purpose to sell you shit. And they monitor everything you do. How long you look at pictures, how long you watch videos, whether you've
Literally
liked
everything.
something, loved something, laughed at something. Literally everything you do on there is monitored. And what they do, that goes into hundreds of computers and they go, right, this is Stephen. He likes Food Review Club. He likes this, this, this and this. And what we're going to do, we're going to send him notifications. We're going to put certain adverts in here because we know there's 1,000 other people exactly like you that are liking the same
So
stuff.
who does this?
It's the
It's
bots.
the tech
So-
companies.
what, so like
Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Google as well. Which is why
Everywhere.
when you Google
But-
something and I Googled something, you get different results. Because his background of what he searches and what videos he looks, it's all in the documentary. And these are people that are one of
Built
them.
it.
built
Yeah,
it.
but have you seen it first person on your
Well, you
social
get it all
media?
the time when you search for something on Google and a fucking advert comes up 10 minutes on your Facebook feed.
I thought that was people when you talk about
Yeah,
stuff.
that happens as well. It
Yeah,
records
like I
it.
could be talking about like I don't know dog lead for example, and then 10 minutes later I go on my thing and it
because
says
they're listening. So what these bots do is they create a full person, like a computer version of you, your full personality. They know exactly what you like. If me and you had the exact same friends list on Facebook, our news feeds would be completely different. You know, when you like watch a video and you scroll down, it's just another random video. Even if we had exactly the same friends, that second video would not be the same for me or you. So what they need to do is they need to get people watching for as long as possible, because that's why the adverts come up. So they know that you like. I bet when you're on your phone, you'll quite often see fishing videos. I never see one.
No, I don't see fishing
I never
videos.
see a fishing video.
I
on
see
Facebook.
conspiracy videos all the time, but you don't really like that sort of shit. so
My
you
main
probably
thing
don't.
is football. I get no end of football videos coming up on my phone all the time.
I'll tell you what,
That's
as a little experiment, if we just go turn the volume down on your phone,
Let's
right?
get our penises out.
Go to Facebook,
Yeah.
and I'll find the first video I find, which is
Just click videos at the top.
Where?
At the top of your feed, next to
Where?
the home button, there's a little play thing. There.
that ain't on mine.
Yeah, it must be.
It's not.
no. So my first
What?
video.
How have you not got that?
Yeah.
Have you got like some old version of Facebook? Do you not update it? It should be on
Either way,
there.
let me just do this. My first one is Simon Wilson, so I'm going to tag both
Live
of you
video.
No.
in this video, yeah, because I'm tagging you in the same video.
Right.
It's done by Simon Wilson. It's #1 free hotel breakfast in Amsterdam.
I watch him
yeah?
all the time.
Yeah,
You
to be
watch
fair,
him?
I do.
That's the first
Do
one.
you
that's
watch
come up.
Simon Wilson?
Yeah.
But what's your second one? So go to your notifications. Make sure your phone's on mute. What's your one under that? So you've got to click on the video and then scroll down through your video feed. So
I love Simon Wilson.
Comedy
and the
Central.
baldy traveller bloke.
yeah, and that's the guy that we were talking about that goes around getting free shit in London, the black fella. I've been watching loads
No,
of
not
his
him,
videos
is it
today.
the-
Oh,
he
what?
posts them.
Simon Wilson goes
What's his
with.
name again? He's got dreadlocks.
So
Yeah.
anyway, let's look. For
What's
the sake,
your
for
second
the
video?
sake, yeah, look.
Teo.
So we both got that as our first video. My second one is the shocking way humans modified fruits and vegetables.
Mine is Antiques Road Trip, talking about some antiques glass.
And what's Stevens?
Tee off.
Golf.
Comedy Central. Golf.
What's
Right,
your
and then
third
the next
one?
Next one. Mine is Noel Phillips flying a banned airline. Flying on a banned airline.
Profit accumulator.
See, that's an ad. That's an ad. So that's
That's
targeted
gone straight
directly
into-
to you.
Yeah, for gambling.
My third, yeah,
It is.
my third is Gogglebox Australia.
Yeah, and my one is calling my wife by her first name to see her reaction. Why would I watch that? I don't watch weird things
And
like
I've
that, do I?
Someone doing a handstand on the side of a building.
one-
Yeah, but
porn
I'm not
stars.
interested in any of these videos.
And then
So
I'm,
what are you?
you are.
That's it. You-
The
I am.
reality is you are.
I'm
You would
not.
sit there and watch that. Yes, you would.
That is
That's
that is
you,
your
did you?
digital identity.
Why do I watch transvestite porn?
But that's what it's about, and how they literally have people working for them called biohackers that will know exactly how to influence you to buy stuff on a microscopic scale.
Never bought anything.
You will do, though.
I
never bought anything.
No, not off
You could
Facebook.
scroll through something.
I've never bought anything
Never bought anything.
in my whole life. I've not bought a single thing.
They literally, and they did an experiment where they could sway elections with it as well,
And it worked.
and it worked. They could literally
Put the
just
right.
demolish democracy because these people in their tech companies.
Do you reckon
go,
Trump's got like full power of all these people?
No,
No.
then you're not allowed. That would be he'd get like, put in prison for years. But he does know that they can generate videos that will appeal to a
And then get
certain
votes for it.
psychology, and that will and it will
Yeah.
sway people. And what it's done, what social media like that has done, is there's now corners of the web where you can find people that agree with you on absolutely everything, no matter how ridiculous your view might be, i.e. flat earthers. people that actually believe that the Earth is flat, that spend hundreds of thousands of pounds in their little flat Earth community, because they all agree with each other, and they don't need to interact now with other people that don't agree with it. If they went out on the street and Facebook didn't exist, and you went and knocked on everyone's door and said,
The Earth's flat.
I think the Earth's flat, everyone would laugh at you and ridicule you, and you wouldn't have any friends. Now
They can pinpoint their
whole community, and they don't need to even speak to anyone else anymore. They can just literally sit in their own little corner with 100,000
being
other
constantly
people.
reassured that your idea is right.
reinforced.
that's mad.
Yeah, and it creates these weird ideologies and things that aren't right, and that's why you do see political protests and stuff now, like France in 2019, huge riots, but all over the world. You get it now all the time, and social media
Is the blame
Everything from Black Lives Matter to Pizzagate to Trump being president,
it's
you
crazy.
could influence the way people act
What's
through.
that on
This is just some of my notes. Like some of the things. One of the quotes from this guy, and this guy's called Tristan Harris. He worked as the chief monetization officer for Facebook. So he got people to design this so he could then sell advertising to you
at a premium price.
at a premium price. So essentially what they've done is they build up your digital person, and then they go, right, Stephen likes fishing gear. So what we're going to do, we're going to show him fishing products 100 times a day on Facebook. He might not even look at them, or he might look at them for a second, but in 2 weeks' time, he's going to go out and buy a new fishing rod.
Yeah.
And it's so subtle.
It's clever.
It's very,
It is.
very
That's what it
clever.
is, really. Yeah.
But it's the way they can influence society.
Basically, it was made to be hugely positive. They made, obviously, like the things like the like button. Like, have you got any more notes on that?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say a quote from him that was...
the guy that
from
monetized
Tristan
Facebook.
Harris. He worked for Google as no, sorry, he was at Google. He was the chief what's that? Ethics like officer sort of thing.
Ethnics is
I've lost
people
it.
of different races.
Yeah.
He was chief ethnics coordinator.
So his quote was, 2 billion people will have thoughts they did not have intend to have, because a designer at Google said this is how notifications work on your screen. Everything from how the buttons are designed influence the way you use it, which is mental.
It was when they did tagging people, they knew if you were tagged in something, they knew that you would have been.
But the thing is, it's kind of good for the person as well, though. Like, so it's kind of
can
good
be-
for
it
us,
can be
because
really
if
positive.
we're looking
It
for
can be,
something
can be.
and we
It's
can't
not
find
all
it,
doom and gloom.
No,
that's
it's
what they're
not.
saying, but it can be used for the
When
wrong.
you get
it can.
100,000
But
people
anything
that are into flat Earth that go, you know what, we're going to
Let's start a
fucking
riot,
start a riot
yeah.
or do this or do that, that's when it's negative. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, like you
but you
said.
can soon put a stop to that, surely. But then when it's out there, you can't.
I think another one
So-
of the quotes was they're saying that it can either they were building towards a utopia,
Yeah.
a place
Finding
that's perfect.
organ donors and finding lost family and stuff is what he says. at the
Yeah, and
beginning.
which they've done, but they've also created the dystopia, which is where all the negative stuff can come together. If you are a paedophile, like we were talking about, there are groups where you can now
just
find
need specifically paedophiles to
There's good and bad in every. In
there is,
everything.
but there's more
There's
and
more
more of
bad.
the bad
but
coming
it's
through.
designed to be addicting.
Mm.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Well, do you really want to know?
Yes, I do. First
No,
thing I do, and I'll humbly
Get out of
admit
bed.
it, is get out of bed and check
Oh
your
no!
phone.
Don't be. This is not a fucking riddle.
Check your
One
phone.
of the one of the first
Yeah,
things
you
check
do,
your phone.
yeah.
is check your phone to see if
Yeah.
you've got any notifications.
If someone's
anyone's
tagged you in a meme on the proper chat page, go and like the
Yeah.
proper chat page.
Yeah.
But that's just life now, isn't it? That's
That
just-
is, but it's so addictive, it can have a negative effect. Like one
It
of the
does.
things we said, I've written all these down because I didn't want to get them wrong. A guy called Jonathan Haidt, he works at the NYU Stern School of Business and he's a social psychologist. He's noticed since social media become big, from 2011 to 2013, is when social media started getting big. Since then, out of 100,000 teenage girls have been admitted to hospital for self-harm has increased 62%, ages 15 to 19.
Let me just clarify that because you didn't really word that very well.
No.
Yeah.
Right, so
That
before
is mad.
social media existed, there was a steady trend of the amount of
So
girls,
self-harm.
preteen girls, which I think is the category of 10 to 14, and then teenage, which is 15 to 19, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a theme, right, for every year before social media was big. It was always about the same numbers. It was a flat line. And then when social media started becoming available to these people, that curve started going up dramatically. So the actual numbers
Since then, ages 15 to 19 have increased by 62%.
and that's the amount of people that are being admitted to hospital for self-harm.
Ages 10 to 14, 189% has gone up.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
the thing
nearly
is,
tripled.
it's an easy thing to do is give a kid like an iPad or an iPhone or something.
Yeah,
innit?
and they judge themselves. You know, these filters. People,
Yeah.
it's
You're
fake
judging yourself
beauty.
by someone else's
You're putting-
highlights.
With the filters are a fucking joke. Because if you take a photo of yourself and then you can literally just go like that and it makes you look better in the eyes of society. You feel that is fucked up.
One of the things I wrote down as well, saying that there's an actual name that plastic surgeons have coined called Snapchat dysmorphia, where they're finding younger people are having surgery to look more like their filtered
Do you know
selves.
what we should do? We should make a platform, like an Apple saying that is just real. That you have to just.
No, but people won't use it.
Or
Because
you can
people-
just
it's not,
go out
They don't
and-
want that. People are getting
Why-
addicted.
it's mad,
Snapchat
though,
have
innit?
done it. Snapchat have made it addicting. That's what they've done. And one of the things these guys are saying is there's no regulation in these industries. One of the things that was regulated during our childhoods, when we were watching children's cartoons, they were not allowed to put child-based advertising into those cartoons. It wasn't fair on the psychology. It was regulated. If someone put an advert on that was aimed too specifically to
Children.
to a child, you weren't allowed to do it,
Programming.
and it was regulated by regulators.
So-
YouTube Kids is not regulated. Any advert that goes
Yeah.
on there in between every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however much, it's not regulated, and they have to watch that advert. They can't even skip it.
So instead of children asking like their mum and dads for Christmas for like toys and stuff, they're asking for a dishwasher or a microwave.
Other way round. Because what?
That's what you're being advertised to, Stephen. If you were being advertised Barbies.
Can I have a dishwasher, Mum? If Nevada asked for that, I ain't got a dishwasher. I'll be like, yes, you can, girl. It's going straight in your bedroom, next to the sink.
Yeah, no, it's
She
crazy.
lives in the
What?
kitchen.
So all the YouTube
Okay.
kids and that.
It's
Just-
not regulated, so the adverts on there aren't regulated. And if there were people that were hired to hack the human psychology, their job,
Yeah, biohackers.
that
is what they do.
is to hack your brain and to work out how your brain works. And,
And
the
how
whole reason this
easier
has
it
come
is to
about.
sell
That's
to you.
why I'm not really into all the social media.
Yeah,
I have,
Since
no,
we had a
I
little
have,
conversation on Instagram. You are, bro.
I have Facebook
No,
and
and
Instagram,
it-
but I don't post nothing.
Geezer, they've hacked your brain so that you don't think it's a problem. When I was watching it, I was thinking, no, I'm not even addicted to it.
And
then
then
I
you
found
realise,
myself
actually,
on my
I do
phone
it,
whilst
yeah.
it was on.
I like YouTube, like real videos and that, but I don't.
do it as well.
YouTube is exactly the same.
Yeah, but at least you can
Think-
search for what you want to watch.
Yeah, but then all those little suggested videos at the bottom.
Yeah, that
Oh,
you
just
can
click on
watch
that?
it. Yeah, and you can you sit there for 5 hours.
But what's so
Where's the
wrong with
time
this?
gone?
Apart from
Look, there's not, providing it's used in the. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. What is wrong with it?
It
There
should.
isn't.
What they said is it should be regulated for people over the age of 21
Yeah.
because that's when your brain's starting
Yeah.
to fully develop. But
fuck me, I'm
just
way
get-
behind.
yeah,
I'm 27 and mine ain't fully
so
developed.
I don't think yours ever will. Is that?
so same guy, right? This Jonathan Haidt, U.S. suicide rates. So this is deaths per
I love how it's all
million.
US.
Yeah, because
Well, that's where it's based.
that's where they're doing the
that's where
studies.
it's-
They're all bitch.
Well, and let's face it, that's where all of these fucking programs were created.
yeah.
it is, yeah.
U.S. suicide rates, death per 1 million girls from 1999 to 2017. Girls aged 15 to 19 is up 70% suicide rates
And females.
in females, and 10 to 14 is up
Preteens.
151%.
which is fucked
That
up.
is
That
mad.
you've got
Why
children
don't they
of
do
that
something
age
about it then?
shouldn't even be comprehending. That's what they're doing.
They
That's why
need
this
to,
has come
yeah,
out. That's
yeah.
why they're making it public knowledge that we have been. There was another great saying on it that says, "If you can't see the product,
No, if you don't pay for the product,
then you
you
are
are
the
the
product."
product.
So we of Facebook, we are their product because you're on Facebook.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
their
yeah,
product,
of course,
and what
yeah.
they're selling you, they're selling your vision, they're selling your time, they're selling your attention.
They can sell you
advertisers.
stuff at such pinpoint accuracy, they know you're going to buy it.
Yeah. And you say you might not buy directly off Facebook, but you might see might be watching something and there's just an advert.
Oh
for a
yeah,
new
that looks
bait.
cool. I'll go on eBay.
Yeah,
and-
when you go, there's a new
Yeah,
bait
yeah.
that comes up, right? And you think, oh, that actually looks pretty sick. That's a new flavour. And then you're just in a shop and you'd normally go to get that bait,
But
you
you've
think
se-
that you've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that one, so
Yeah.
you buy that one instead. And that's all advertising is.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and that is, and I was saying to Ash that it'd be nice to be if we could, if you had that formula, you'd be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Look at the people that own Google. Look at the people that own WhatsApp. They're all billionaires. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
YouTube can create billionaires. The reality is, if it's used for positivity, it's beautiful. But unfortunately,
People
It's
can
not.
use it to a negative effect.
yeah, even the like
And
button,
that will always happen.
the like
that will
button
always
now
happen.
has become more of a negative thing than a positive because people they created it to spread positivity. That's why they created the like button on Facebook, so people could like it and you'd feel good because people were liking it. It actually sets off small bits of dopamine. In
This
your
is
brain.
another bit that I was going to say. When you put up a Facebook profile picture, every time you get a like, it produces dopamine and serotonin in your brain, which can induce the feeling up to 400%. It's pretty close to cocaine, the feeling that you get, the dopamine.
The dopamine levels in your brain match pretty much that of cocaine just when you get likes on your photos.
Yeah, but what's
It's
this?
as
How
addictive
many
as
people
cocaine.
have they done this survey on then?
Hundreds of millions, everyone on social media, because
there's-
they've got that data.
There's 2 billion people.
There we go, 2 billion people. They've
That are all
they've
being
got
targeted.
that
That's
data.
mad.
That's what they know, and they've been. People have brought that. The guy was saying he brought to the attention of Google that this needed to change, and it started. It even got to Larry. It was his name, Larry Page.
Larry Page.
It
who
got to
owns
him.
Google.
It was mentioned. One of the owners. It was mentioned to him 5 times in one day. This video that this guy created, and then he thought, "Oh, we've made this big wave. Things are going to change," and then nothing happened at all.
Because they're so overpowered.
Because they know, because they know that they need it.
They're
to-
doing that on purpose because every time you see an advert, the person that owns that advert gets paid or pays Facebook.
Pays them, yeah, and it's something like 4 cents or something.
Yeah, every time you watch it. You've got 2 billion people doing that, going through their news feeds for 3 hours a day. That's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
money.
It's billions and billions and billions and billions. But and then they were saying, look at all the giant tech companies. But then Apple is probably and Amazon, both 2 of the companies that aren't actually doing that sort of thing.
No, but Amazon are paying Facebook. How many times have
Yeah.
you gone onto Amazon, gone, fuck me, I need a lawnmower or a new fucking boom arm for the mic or whatever, searched it, not bought it, and then 10 minutes later you're on Facebook and you're going through
and it
it's
comes
like,
up
oh,
with
there-
a cheaper version.
yeah, there it is, and then you can just scroll through and see all
The
the
thing
To
is-
be honest, I really like it. I like that. People that get paranoid about it, the people that get really nervous and paranoid about that are probably people that are doing something they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Because I like that. I like that I can talk about something well weird, thinking, and I can even search for it and not be able to find it somewhere, and then it actually comes up on my phone. It saves me a fucking job. Do you know what I mean? I like that. I don't really mind that, but I could get why people do worry.
So
and
how
stuff.
do you go forward and stop kids and stuff? You can't.
You have to regulate it.
Yeah, you have to because
turn
they're
around.
going to go to school. If you stop your kid watching stuff on YouTube or not having
my
Facebook or
kid throws a
Instagram,
fucking fit.
they'll go
when
to
we-
school and they'll get probably bullied or
what,
something.
So what Facebook and Google and YouTube and all of that have said is that they'll create AI that can self-regulate. But the problem with AI is that it doesn't know the difference between truth and a lie. All it knows is what it's being fed.
Which is why whenever someone frapes you and goes on your Facebook and goes, oh, I'm a fucking massive nonce, or yeah, Andrew loves sucking cock, or something like that, it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't know if it's right or not.
No, it thinks that what you're saying is true. It cannot tell that it's a lie. If I tell a computer because it hasn't got eyes and it hasn't got a conscious brain, that I'm 12'4" and I've got
You need some big
purple.
jackets.
I've got purple hair. That is to it. It's
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And that's why AI will not be able to regulate. So some huge company needs to be able to come in to regulate this, but then that's going to be non-for-profit. It's not going to generate any money for these guys. So they're reluctant to do it. And then who do you get in that's going to be more powerful than Facebook?
You probably end up getting killed if you made a company to try and do that.
I mean,
You'd get wiped out, assassinated, mate. You wouldn't be able to.
And this is the problem. And this is why we're heading further and further towards a dystopia as opposed to...
like you say, it's
utopia.
it's good in some aspects and it's bad.
Oh
very
yeah,
bad
big
in others.
time.
But we need to be conscious of
I've got family that I haven't spoken to in years on Facebook
that you can reconnect
that
with.
I can reconnect with. It can be used for really good
So
things.
who
I
made
just
that?
think
Like I was saying about the...
I think I would rather.
All the documentary is made by the big guys that were in these companies.
Oh, who have come out with the companies
Yes,
and
they-
now
they
they're
were like-
exposed, so they're pretty much
No,
exposed.
they're not exposing it. They felt so strongly against it when they were doing it. After they'd done it, that they say, right, we need to stop now. And it was so lucky. Like, a lot of these people are big players in these companies, and
One
they're
of
saying
them
this needs to
started
stop.
the ethical technology company that is essentially just going around.
So these guys actually created it, and it's that Frankenstein moment where they go, "I've created a monster," but nobody wants to see
Martian
monsters
no
no
more.
more.
They want shit,
But no, it's true.
no copyright.
And that's what it is. But I didn't finish about the like button. So the like button was created to spread positivity, and they thought, yeah, we'll just be able to. Anyone can like it, and it'll make that person feel good, which is what it's done. But what's actually come of the like button now is the opposite. If you don't get any likes,
You feel
it
miserable.
hurts you more
Yeah.
than if you do, because negativity always outpowers positivity. Everyone's generally more of a pessimist than an optimist. So when you put something up and it gets like you put up a picture of yourself and it gets 3 likes, and the people that have liked it aren't people that you wanted to like it, you delete it or you get, you know what I mean? And that happens.
I've felt like that before as well. I think everyone has, where you put something up and you're really expecting, you're like, I look good in that picture, I felt good in that moment, I'm going to share it, and then you get, like you say, 5 likes, and you're like,
Do you remember Bieber?
cheers, some bitch over there's got her tits out and she's got 1,000 likes, and I'm over here actually enjoying
Got
myself.
my cock out and only got 4.
And the 30-day ban.
No, do you remember Bieber? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And you used to be able to love someone for a day, didn't you? Do you remember?
What?
You used to be able to love their profile
were
for a
you
day.
speaking to old men on there?
That weren't Bieber. Fuck, it weren't Bieber.
It was called Peebo. Pedo.
Pedo. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It started from
MSN
there.
was the same,
Yeah,
wasn't it? Where you
yeah.
could like tag people as like
That's
your
mad
top
though.
friends in the
Because
top.
we were kids back then when that was out. Like,
Yeah, we were
Which is
nearly, we were so close not to be massively manipulated by
Yeah.
it. We were just
Yeah.
on the borderline.
But I think social media in general has had a massive effect on depression, because
yeah, it has.
you used to
That's
get a
something
lot
I
of
agree
people.
with you with.
Yeah,
Not 5 fucking G.
no,
I agree
but
with you.
listen, like all that, like before all of this stuff, even MSN and Bebo, when you'd go on there and you'd send a message to your crush and she won't fucking message you back. That's similar to this, to a point where depression in our generation and anxiety in our generation is just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah,
Before that, you had depression, don't get me wrong, but people were more content.
not
And-
the fact
and it's
drugs are
harder.
easier to get.
it was harder to reject people when you had to speak to them, because someone, if you message
You feel
someone,
bad, don't
you can block it. Yeah, if someone speaks to you in face to face, you're at least going to give them a little bit of courtesy and not crush them. But if you were, when you're 14 years old and you get blocked when you message your crush because it's their easy,
That's devastating.
it's absolutely devastating.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know why I expected a dog to message back anyway, but I was,
I thought you were supposed to be man's best friend.
you're nothing to me, Rover. Yeah, but yeah, so that was Watch It. What are you on now?
Bebo started operating in 2005. So how old?
I was 15, so you were what? You're 4 years, 4 years younger than me. 3. How old? 3 years.
27.
So you were 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were being Groomed.
molested.
groomed by big tech companies to buy fishing
That's
rods.
what's happened. We've all been groomed.
The thing is, like you say, I'm happy
had
about
our
that.
trousers
About-
down and
about
spanked
having-
on the bottom.
I'm not happy about that. I'm happy about like the adverts that
You're
I
happy
get
about the
about
easy-
fishing and stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I do
Like,
agree. I think that's fine.
Happy days, mate.
And
It's
there's
it's
nothing better than getting caught down a rabbit hole of fucking Harry Potter theories or some shit on YouTube. At 1
Today
o'clock
I've
in the
just spent
morning.
ages looking at the secret things that Pixar have put into their movies.
Oh, what, like the Studio A113 and stuff like that?
Yeah, and they actually put their telephone number
Did they?
in the Monsters Inc. thing. If it was like for a split second, if you paused it, when Mike Sully, or whatever,
Sully, yeah,
Sully.
Scully's from
Yeah. Mike,
X-Files.
yeah. Anyway, and when he's on the computer, if you paused it at the right time, that was their actual phone number. But
You
it
ring them up.
Blood, that hit this full fam, isn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't there a big thing with Disney chucking inappropriate things in there?
Yeah,
Movies.
huge. Yeah, paedophilia.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's massive,
Really?
massive
Yeah,
theories that Walt
like,
Disney
you know,
was
do you remember the
breaking
Rescuers film?
But we don't actually think that's true.
No,
Oh,
Innocent
but I-
until proven
I'm,
guilty.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the little bits that are in there that
Yeah,
shouldn't
like
be in there.
sex in
Poor
the sex.
Elsa out of Frozen.
Stephen, man. So we won't be having Stephen on again.
He's banned for
We've
life.
called the police and he has been
What?
arrested.
No, they are actually
Yeah, well, there's
looking
a-
into it. are
I
they?
don't know if it's real, whether someone's just photoshopped it. I think it's probably just photoshopped, to be honest. But you never know, do you?
No, yeah, well, I know that you've got to think though, things like that. Times change.
And to be honest, if I was an animator, I would want to obviously not chuck in anything.
No, it's like Easter
paedophilia.
eggs. It's like
Yeah,
being a
but
game.
I would chuck in little bits and pieces here and there, just
Did
to
you just
Little
lightly say
dicks.
dicks?
little bits and pieces.
Oh, yeah, it did sound like you
I'm
said.
just chucking little dicks.
It's like Fight Club, where it's that boop in the corner. It's just every time he changes a reel, it's like a picture of a man fucking a bird, and it's just seconds.
Is that
Like
what
a
it is?
second. Have you not seen Fight Club?
No, I haven't.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I know, that's one of the big ones I need
It
to know.
is.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
It is. Have you seen Fight Club?
No.
It's essentially about a guy
No,
that.
Mate, what I do know about Fight Club is you shouldn't be speaking right now.
Oh no, actually, I'm gonna get assassinated.
It's the first
Brad
fucking rule.
Pitt's gonna come in and knock me out, and then hopefully guest on the postcards.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
Yes,
anyway,
if
I
it-
feel like we've come to quite a good natural end here.
That is a good natural end.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone, for listening. Thank you to Stephen for being part
Cheers,
of it.
guys.
And yeah, me and Ash will be back as normal next week
Episode
with
16.
what next week's episode.
Yeah,
16?
this week's 15.
We're getting there then.
Oh,
That
so it
means-
must
We
be
are getting there. Go and check out the Social Dilemma, because that's
yeah,
fucking
check that out.
quality.
Don't forget to follow our sponsor at the Beardy Barber, at SYX Beats and S23 Productions, and then do not forget to like our page. One thing we didn't mention, we broke the 1,000 like barrier on Proper
Facebook,
Chat.
yeah.
On Facebook. So that was a nice thing that happened this week.
That was
For us.
wonderful.
So
It
yeah.
was my brother's missus that was our 1,000th like.
Yeah.
And I didn't invite her to the page either. It was just natural.
Oh
Because
really?
I haven't got her as a friend on Facebook, which is
What,
pretty
she
bad.
just found Proper
Yeah, I'm
Chat?
guessing so.
She had no idea that it was yours.
Maybe what I've shared, and then my
She-
cousins liked it, and then she's seen it. And
Oh, that's
followed
really
the
cool.
page, yeah.
I thought you, yeah, no, that's
No, I
really
hadn't
good.
invited her or anything. Which
How
is
do you
quite
notice
nice.
her then?
Because I know what her name is.
Yeah, but did you, yeah, but like you must have like been on her Facebook.
No, you know when
I
someone
know
likes a
what her
page, it comes up as a
Because I know what
notification.
her name is. Yeah, but there's lots of people with the same name. There's not. It's not. She can't be the only Chloe Smith in the world.
Well, it might not be her then. I don't know. Same name.
Is that? Yeah, it could have been.
Let me have a look.
How many?
to see
Are
who-
we still on
We're
bang
at-
on 1,000?
No, we're at 103 now.
1,003.
1,003.
That's good though. At least we're slowly climbing,
Yeah.
albeit.
How do I find the
Very slow.
notifications on this?
It don't
page?
matter anyway, mate. We'll take it. We just saying. I wanted to say cheers for listening, guys. It's been a pleasure. Again, please give us feedback. Please share it. We want to know if there's anything you want us guys to talk about, and if you want to appear on the show like Stephen did. So cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
Peace out.